Moving along here on Talk of the Town at CW57 is Eric Hewitt from the Medicine Shop Pharmacy is joining us right now, and I actually love the slogan. It says it right there, caring beyond prescriptions, and that's kind of what we're talking about today, isn't it, Eric?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got a third annual food drive coming up, which I think is very cool. How could someone participate and get involved in this?
Sure. So it's happening just right at the pharmacy. When I took over the business about 3 years ago, that was one of the missions that I had was, like you said, really living out the tagline of Medicine Shop. And to me, that means giving back to the community that I do business in. It's part of what I think a local business has a unique opportunity to do, and I think that's what they do well. And so it's just right at the pharmacy. You bring in a non-perishable food item anytime during our normal business hours. If you do that, we'll give you a Medicine Shop dollar, and that can be used towards over-the-counter purchases. Unfortunately, with pharmacy, you can't use it towards prescription copays.
Right.
Insurance doesn't allow that. But we kind of say, as a nice little thank you to say, hey, thanks for helping us out. Let's help give back to our community.
Absolutely. And then the food that you do end up taking in, where does that all go?
Yeah. So we keep it right in Monona. We give it to St. Stephen's Food Pantry. Obviously, there's a lot of different food pantries around Madison. They all do a phenomenal job. I know quite a few of them. But we figured since we're a Monona pharmacy, we'd give back to the local food pantry right in Monona, and that's at St. Stephen's Church.
Okay, very cool. And cool that you got this going. How many years have you been doing this now?
Again, this is the third year that we've been doing it. It's grown, sequentially every year. We like to get the word out and make sure that we're making a difference. And when I originally started it too, I talked to the people at St. Stephen's, and we kind of decided on February because they have the big ramp up for the holidays, and then February can kind of be a lull time for them. So it really works out and provides food at a nice time for them.
So now are patients actually able to give some monetary donations instead of food donations? Can you do it that way?
Yep, we're doing that this year. I wanted to make sure I was doing everything on the up and up, and everything, but St. Stephen's is glad to get any kind of donations, be it the non-perishable items or monetary donations. A lot of times they can go to their places when they provide money, just like with the holiday food drives and stuff like that. Money they can purchase food at a very reasonable rate and buy quite a bit of meals for their customers.
Yeah, you talked about when you took over the pharmacy that it was important to give back to the community, and obviously you feel that that's an important thing in business to do it well. Why is that so important to you, though?
To me, that's where I do business. Those are the people, I don't even know if some of my customers are also needing to utilize those services. And so when we talk about that we're local, that we're independently owned, that we live and work and do business in our community, we really want to live that out. It doesn't want to be just a tagline, hey, come in, come see us. We really want our mission to be that we're living that out. That we're actually supporting the local communities that are supporting our business. What
else separates you as a local pharmacy? So being local rather than like a chain pharmacy, and there's so many of them, or they could be standalone, they could be attached to a store or something like that.
Sure.
What separates you as a locally owned pharmacy?
I think it's attention to customer service, and it's also that me being the owner, I'm there 5 days a week. 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week.
Right.
We're only open 6, but how that goes. But that you're able to look at me, and I'm the one making the decisions. I'm the one that if you're having an issue, that I can really spend the time to explain that to you. I don't have somebody from a higher level up, a corporate level, that's telling me how many prescriptions I have to get done, how I have to get it done, what I have to say when I answer the phone. I can really spend the time with my patients, get to know them, and tailor my services and my customer service to them.
I think it's kind of cool too. You keep everything within Monona. Monona to me seems like such a tight-knit community that could easily be lose where it is and gobbled up by Madison, but it's not. It's Monona, right? And it's a good community.
It is, and actually we're right across the street as Madison,
Yeah.
So we're, you're very right. Monona is very landlocked, but at the same time, Monona residents are very proud of their businesses. And we definitely don't exclude Madison by any stretch of the imagination, but we're proud to be a part of Monona, proud to do business in Monona and like to give back to that community. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've always found that to be very, fascinating, kind of unique about Monona. So, hey, I think it's a great idea. Hopefully everybody can donate then too. Third annual food drive going on at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. Our thanks to Eric Hewitt. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and thanks to all our guests on Talk of the Town. We'll see you next time here on CW57.